That idealism and that enthusiasm is something that, I would hope that everybody that came through that door experienced.
Some Kentucky Colonel alumni are making sure that Jonathan Kruger's passion for photography will live on. We'll have more on that Memorial Scholarship Fund coming up.
And police have arrested 2 people in connection with that shooting. We'll have the latest on the investigation. Plus, the man is recovering tonight after a tractor wreck in Madison County.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
UK alumni are honoring the life and legacy of a friend. Good evening, I'm Kristen Kennedy. 22-year-old junior Jonathan Kruger was shot dead Friday morning while walking home just off campus near Transylvania Park. WKYT's Hillary Thornton talked to friends who worked side by side with him on the campus newspaper, the Kentucky Colonel. She has our top story at 6.
As the UK community continues to deal with the loss of one of their own, murder victim Jonathan Kruger's Kentucky Colonel family is making sure that his work and passion for photography lives on.
He loved shooting sports, and he wanted to not just get the same picture. He was always trying to look and get a picture that other people didn't see.
Known for capturing shots people would remember, but also for a personality and work ethic that they say is even more difficult to forget.
He was always striving for excellence, which is a something that I do every day, and so I kind of gravitated toward him because I kind of saw a little bit of me in him.
Those in the photography community say the 22-year-old was a promising photojournalist working towards his dream.
His talent, he was on the rise. He was like a sponge. He soaked everything up, and he listened to what we had to say as a mentor.
Bringing dedication and a smile to whatever his assignment was at hand.
Idealism and that enthusiasm is something that, I would hope that everybody that came through that door experienced.
While they say nothing about Jonathan's death makes sense, they say creating a memorial scholarship in his honor does, hoping that legacy will continue on for years to come by creating an opportunity for future photographers. Now, there are a few different ways you can donate to that scholarship fund. For more information on that, you can visit our website, WKYT.com. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Kruger was the Colonel's photo editor. He would have been their ad manager during his senior year. Kruger grew up in Perrysburg, Ohio, just outside Toledo. He graduated from Maumee Valley Country Day School in 2012. He was an active teammate on his high school basketball team. Those who watched him grow up, like his high school basketball coach, say he was fun to be around and always had a smile on his face.
Very good student, a good friend to many, and just all-around good guy.
John honestly was the reason why you want to coach. He was fun. He was always energetic. He always had a smile on his face. As you become a coach, it's never always about winning and losing. With John on your team, it was about developing that relationship with him.
Tonight, friends and family will gather in Kruger's hometown to remember him. They're holding a vigil at Maumee Valley Day School. That vigil begins at 8. Lexington police have arrested 2 men, charging both with Kruger's death. Last night, WKYT crews were there when detectives escorted 18-year-old Justin Smith and 20-year-old Efren Diaz out of police headquarters and to the Fayette County Detention Center. Both are charged with murder and robbery. Smith is also charged with tampering with physical evidence and fleeing and evading. And for the latest information on the Lexington Police Department's investigation and the ways in which family and friends are remembering victim Jonathan Kruger, visit our website, WKYT.com. The Laurel County Deputy Coroner is calling an early morning crash that killed a teen a freak accident. He says 17-year-old William Walters was walking near railroad tracks and waiting on friends on Tackett Road in Lilly when a train hit him. The cause of death, we're told, is multiple injuries from the wreck. The deputy coroner says the only lights in the area at the time would have been from the approaching train. Walters lived in Keevee. A man is recovering from a bad tractor crash in Madison County. Richmond police say this afternoon the driver of a semi-truck rear-ended a farmer on a tractor on Duncannon Lane. The impact ejected the driver of the tractor, and officers say the tractor then hit the driver. They say that driver has a head injury and was talking to EMS crews at the scene. They took him to UK hospital. The extent of his injuries aren't known. Kentucky Vehicle Enforcement went out to the wreck to talk with the driver of the semi. A Lexington man will not face any charges after police say he shot someone who was trying to break into his home last night on Roosevelt Drive. The victim told police he got into an argument with someone, and that person came back later and kicked in his door. That's when police say the homeowner shot him. The intruder went to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A missing Bardstown man is home tonight after leading officers in Danville on a chase. Police say they tried to pull 65-year-old Thomas Violet over in Washington County, but he took off on them. They say Violet had been missing since the end of March and was considered a possible danger to himself because of health issues. Police in Danville caught up with him and were able to deflate one of his tires and stop his car. They took him to the hospital to get checked out. We're getting off to a beautiful start this weekend, and now it looks like the rain might be making a return to the bluegrass. WKYT's Mike Linden is tracking the threat of storms on the First Alert Defender.
That's right, Kristen. We are tracking the chance for the storms to arrive as early as this evening. But right now, things are looking great on live First Alert Defender. Not too much on Kentucky's most powerful dual polarity Doppler radar this evening. And if we look to the west, that's where we're going to soon find all of the activity slowly making its way toward the bluegrass. Now, we're going to get hit by two storms, the first of which is centered off in the Colorado area. But look at that boundary extending off of it there. Not to mention moisture and energy working its way northward from the Gulf of Mexico that will push its way into the Commonwealth again as early as this evening. Ahead of all of that moisture, though, is incredible warmth. How about Jefferson County? 81 degrees as of right now in most spots in central Kentucky, the mid to high 70s. To put it into perspective, normal this time of year, right around 64, 65. So this is abnormally warm as we head into the evening hours, but hey, no complaints here. It has been beautiful this afternoon. Although again, with that moisture working its way into the region, a small chance for active weather this evening as we fall into the upper 50s, and then tomorrow the return of strong storms as we slide back to the lower 70s. But tomorrow is just the start of what looks like a very active work week ahead. I'll show you exactly what I'm tracking and how that storm will impact us coming up.
The school day will soon be a little longer for Fayette County students. The Fayette County School Board approved extending the school day 30 minutes beginning Monday. The longer days will continue through May 29th, the last day of school. School leaders say they're extending days to make up time missed because of snow and nasty winter weather. Fayette County schools missed 7 days due to snow this winter. School leaders have also now set high school graduation dates and times. We have that information on WKYT.com. Also happening this Monday, the deadline to register to vote for the May primary election, as well as the deadline to make changes to your voter registration record. Kentucky has a closed primary election, which means you must be registered as either a Democrat or a Republican to take part in primaries. The primary election is scheduled for May 19th. A new campaign is out to attract more visitors from the United Kingdom to Kentucky. International tourism company Brand USA is partnering with the Kentucky Department of Travel and Tourism to create a new video campaign aimed at attracting people from Britain to come to the Commonwealth. Tourism leaders hope people there will want to see Kentucky's beauty and natural attractions.
So I think folks in the UK are really interested in getting more at the true America, if you will. The heartland and certainly the South is very, very hot right now.
Brand USA leaders estimate by 2021, 100 million international travelers will visit the United States. Thousands of people are spending the weekend in Pike County for the annual Hillbilly Days Festival. Vendors are lining the streets with all sorts of new food to choose from, like fried peaches and cream. Alex Gasper Peak is in Pike County with a look at all the excitement.
39 years ago, two hillbillies decided they wanted to start a fundraiser to raise money for Shriners Hospital in Lexington.
We just had two food booths at first on Main Street. Pipe High School Band and Johns Creek Fire Department, and had two high school bands.
Fast forward 39 years and Hillbilly Days has grown to be one of the biggest festivals in the bluegrass.
It's grown tremendously along with the festival. You know, the festival started in 1977 and it was much smaller than what it is now. It's grown every year. Of course, it's for a great cause, raising money for the Shriners Hospital.
The parade is one of the biggest things to see during the festival. One truck has been in the parade since 1978, running or not.
And the vehicles have got a little better, you know, we don't have as many to break down, which I had to be pulled through the parade from your garage all the way through last year. Mine quit.
No worries though, Stratton says the homemade truck is ready to go this year.
Put a gallon jug on it, so when the water pees out into that, it'll go back into the radiator.
As hillbillies come together to take a ride for a cause. In Pike County, Alex Casper Peak, WKYT.
Today is the last day to attend the festival.